Cassey here. So for today's video, I did a ton of research, like days of research, and I'm really excited to share with you 6 shocking facts about fat. First of all, do you know how many fat cells you have in your body? Well, let me tell you. You have more fat cells in your body than there are people on this planet. You have about 30 to 50 billion fat cells in your body if you are a healthy adult, and anywhere between 60 to 100 billion fat cells if you're obese. Secondly, did you know that fat is the #1 energy storage in your body? Yeah, you actually need fat to survive. It is not a bad thing. In fact, there was an experiment done in 1965 where a 27-year-old man by the name of Angus Barbieri actually fasted for 1 year and 17 days. He went from 465 pounds to 180 pounds. This experiment was actually conducted by the University of Dundee, and this guy basically didn't eat any calories for that whole year and 17 days. He took some potassium pills for his heart and some multivitamins just to stay alive, but pretty much he survived for a year and 17 days just on his fat storage, and he only pooped every 37 to 48 days. 5 years afterwards, he only gained 11 pounds. Now let's be clear for 1 second, because I don't want what I'm saying to be misconstrued. Don't fast for a year and 17 days. There are much better ways to lose weight and feel good and energetic at the same time. That's why you're watching Blogilates. Thirdly, when you're getting fat, are you actually gaining fat cells? The truth is, probably not. The amount of fat cells that you have in your body right now is actually determined in your childhood and at puberty. So after puberty, you do not actually gain any more fat cells. So if you're asking me, well, Cassey, I gained a ton of weight since I was 13. Well, that's because your fat cells actually increased in size. The number of fat cells in your body did not change. In fact, your fat cells can expand up to 1,000 times. And same goes for the other way. If you are losing weight, then you are shrinking your fat cells. So the next time you say, I want to lose some fat, well, maybe we should all say that we want to shrink our fat cells to be scientifically correct. Now, this next fact I actually learned when I was in 4th grade, and I was completely fascinated by it. So when I started doing the research for this video, I knew I had to include this one. It is cray cray. So did you know that you can't actually lose any fat cells? You can't, unless you get liposuction. That is the only way you can remove physical fat cells from your body. That, or by like chopping off a limb or something like that. But we're not talking about that. We don't want to do that. Like I said before, your fat cells can only expand or contract based on your physical activity and how you're eating and a bunch of genetic factors. So I don't recommend you get liposuction or cut off your limb, but I just want you to know that you can't actually remove fat cells from your body. Now, this next fact is completely new to me. We've all seen that whitish, yellowish fat that holds our energy stores, right? But there's another type of fat called brown fat. Now, it's called brown fat because of its color, which is given to it based on the mitochondria that is inside that fat. Now, the mitochondria is a heat-burning machine. So it actually increases your metabolism, and there's extra blood vessels in there too. And that is what gives it its brown color. Now, brown fat is considered the good fat because it helps you burn fat. Turns out that people who have lower BMIs actually have a high percentage of brown fat in their bodies. And brown fat, unlike the white yellowish fat, which is found around your belly and your thighs, this is actually found like right up here in your neck and your shoulders. So now y'all are like, well, how do I increase my brown fat? Okay, so studies have shown that people who live in lower temperature places actually have a higher percentage of brown fat in their bodies. So if you don't mind turning down the thermostat a little bit, you will increase the amount of brown fat in your body. Babies actually have brown fat because they cannot shiver, so that actually helps keep them warm. Now, I don't really suggest that you guys just go around and freeze, because I don't like feeling cold. You can actually just go exercise and you'll feel hot. Fat is really good for your brain, and it can actually help you get smarter. So did you know that your brain is actually composed of 60% fat? And even though the brain is a very small part of your entire body, it actually uses up 20% of your body's metabolic energy. Now, this makes a lot of sense, because when I did a bikini competition like 3 years ago, I remember being like so low fat, super high protein, and I could not even think. I felt like my cognitive senses were just not happening. My neurons were like not firing, and I wasn't really the brightest person at that time. So it is really important to be eating healthy, eating whole, and to be eating all of the macronutrients. You need your fats, your carbs, and your protein. And studies show that nutrition affects your brain health throughout your entire life, not just your childhood. So every day, you can actually be eating towards a smarter brain. So foods with naturally occurring fats like avocado, salmon, eggs, nuts, coconut oil. But I'm sure I've told you that a million times before, and every time I release a video for you guys, I want to share with you something new and exciting, okay? I'm gonna show you my latest obsession. Okay, so I just got a shipment in from Thrive, and this is the only place where I could find this, ooh, it's rolling around, this particular product. This, guys, is avocado mayo. Doesn't that sound so intense right now? It is really, really good. It's totally paleo, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, and also it's made out of ingredients I can totally pronounce, like avocado oil, organic cage-free eggs, organic vinegar, sea salt, rosemary. I love putting this with some tuna and scooping a little bit on top of a cucumber for a nice little hors d'oeuvre, or even just in a regular old Ezekiel sandwich that's been toasted. Studies have shown that you can eat anywhere between 20 to 40% of your calories from fat, but it really is just dependent on you and what your goals are and how it makes you feel, and if this feeling gets you to do what you want to be able to do, and if you look the way you want to look. So I'm not going to prescribe to you the exact amount of fat you should be eating a day. I challenge you to experiment on yourself and see what makes you feel good, and I think that's what we all need to do. Anyway, back to the mayo. So I actually reached out to my friends at Thrive, which if you don't know what Thrive is, it is basically a Costco and Whole Foods combined into one. So it's like discounted Whole Foods products, which is awesome. And I told them that I really wanted the popsters to try avocado mayo. So I have a really special surprise for you. So all you guys have to do is click on this link right here. You will actually get a free jar of this avocado mayo. Now this retails for about $10, but on there it's around like $7.95 or something like that. And you're gonna get it free. And it is worth it. You guys have to try it. And I want you to think about your health as your number one. I don't want to spend my older years buying medicine to basically superficially bandage over all these problems that I have. I would rather take care of myself right now, feed my body right, spend the money on food, good food right now, and have to buy those pills and medicine later on to hopefully keep myself from dying when you could actually just eat well right now and live longer. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below which one of these facts was super crazy that you could not even believe. And also let me know if I should do another shocking facts video and what it should be on. Okay, I'll be reading down there. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.